His life's passion comes from a game played on a frozen pond. Partly as a teacher of the game to kids and aspiring coaches close to home.
Come on, boys, skate hard now. Skate, skate, skate.
And in faraway places. But mostly as an innovative and successful head coach of no less than 7 different National Hockey League teams, including the Garden's New York Rangers, who he guided to the franchise's first ever 50-win season.
The Rangers have won the Patrick Division.
Only to see a philosophical difference in playing style between he and the team's captain result in his ultimate departure. Nevertheless, he's still respected and admired throughout the hockey community for just being himself. But lately, he's been dealing with serious health issues rather than spending most of his time in his customary role as Captain Video. The Roger Neilson story is next on After the Garden.
Martina, Navratilova, here comes Willis. And the crowd is going wild. The waiting is over. The New York Rangers are the Stanley Cup champions.
It was the summer of 1989 at the world's most famous arena, and the Rangers were in chaos. That spring, head coach Michel Bergeron was relieved of his duties with just 2 games remaining in the regular season as general manager Phil Esposito stepped behind the bench to try and rally the team for the playoffs. Instead, he too would lose his job after a disappointing 4-game sweep to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Enter 35-year-old Neil Smith. He was named the franchise's youngest general manager in July. And 1 month later, with training camp just 3 weeks away, he finally filled his coaching vacancy by hiring Roger Neilson.
Roger was talked about by almost every candidate for the head coaching position as a potential assistant coach. So finally I decided, well, why not talk to Roger himself? And when I talked to Roger, he wondered why I wasn't considering him as the head coach and gave me evidence and a reason to consider him as the head coach. And that's how the whole thing started. And he really talked his way into the job. He proved to me that he should get the job.
When Neil Smith came in, I think one of the foremost things that the organization wanted to do was to settle things down. And Neil's hiring of Roger was a very, very big stabilizing factor.
In Roger Neilson, the Rangers were getting someone who was successful just about wherever he went and certainly wasn't afraid to try new things. Not only did he introduce videotape to the game as a way of scouting the opposition, but as a coach in the Canadian Junior Leagues, he used his dog to show players how to forecheck. And in the minors, would always have a defenseman replace the goaltender on penalty shots. In New York, he bungee jumped, and his teams were hard-hitting and defensive-minded. Even though there were those who thought his neckwear was quite offensive.
It was a constant source of teasing between me and him. He's such a funny guy. Like he doesn't care about society's rules of dress code or fashion. He's into comfort and what he thinks is good. I mean, he wears a ball cap around all the time. He loves to wear ratty t-shirts, ratty shorts, and just flip-flop shoes. He has his dog with him in the dressing room all the time when he has a dog. There's no codes to him of these silly rules of you have to look the part. He drove around in a crummy car. It wasn't that he had to have the best BMW and have on the best suit and everything.
I've never been a person that liked wearing a tie to begin with, and guys were selling them for, 3 for $10 down on the street, 7th Avenue, and Neil Smith used to spend about $150 for his, and I used to spend $3 for mine, and we'd compare them. And
they're the ugliest thing I've ever seen, and I mean, he was and he still is the worst dresser. I know another friend of ours, Harry Neal, used to say when Roger first came here, he was offered a deal from Pierre Cardin for clothing. And Harry Neal said, well, Roger thought Pierre Cardin was a scout.
Roger's sort of, he understands style, and he's not afraid to defy it.
In March of 1992, Neilson reached a coaching milestone, career win number 300.